Rutton, Wisconsin, and I'm back home on Darin's new property. In this two-part episode, arrows will fly, celebrations will ensue, and one of us takes down our biggest buck to date. There's nothing quite like home. Alright, I'm doing the interview on the GoPro real quick. Finally got some home private land cooking going this morning. I've been kind of burnt out by the public land, at least where I hunt back home. It's a lot of people out, and I don't know if it's a coronavirus, and it's just not big enough parcels to get away from people, so I'm at a new spot. Darin's brand new 80 that has this buck, and this buck, and a ton of does. He's got a little heaven here, highline going through 5 food plots. If we tag something, we'll kind of lay out the set of what he's got out here already. But he's been doing a ton of work, and I haven't helped him with. But I appreciate him letting me come out here. We're not shooting does today. I'm sitting right off the edge of a swamp. We don't want him to go back in there and then try to mess everything up to go back in and get him. It's dead calm out here. About 15 minutes ago, I had some deer come out of the swamp and cross the highline and go to the south of me. Could not see what they were. Darin has a doe in front of him. I'm trying to convince him to kill her. But he doesn't want to. It sounds like he's got some chasing going on to his east. It's cold. It's calm. It's crispy, I imagine. We're going to keep seeing some deer this morning, so I'm going to shut up and we're going to get after it. I lied. No more deer were seen, but the weekend was just getting started. Stick with me here and let us set the scene for the rest of the weekend. Not much left to say. There's only what's left to do. I think Rat Daniel said that. So, 8-pointer, 11-pointer. I'll shoot a doe too. I'm hungry. Just don't miss.
He stands where he stood the other day.
Yeah. You could probably throw a butter knife at him and kill him if he stood where he stood the other day. Which would be a sweet video.
The problem is I should
butter knife kill on camera. Cops called.
I should have been there is the problem. We'll show you him shortly. Probably right after this I'll show you.
This is what I like to call foreshadowing.
Yeah. Well, no, there'll have to be some footage of him coming in, I suppose.
And then shooting him and then tracking him. And then
no track. There's not going to be a track. It's going to be, I saw him fall in the swamp, taking a whiskey.
Still track him though.
We'll track him, but I don't want one of those, is he going to die or what? It's been 3 miles.
Yeah, I don't want one of those either. You could, and then after that, probably some cheesy music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a lot of it. My
we can do
music library is filled with cheesy music.
We should do that double we were talking about with the old the wide 8-pointer that's back here.
Tag team? Like back in college?
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
He was cute.
Alright. So that's my brother. If you watched the Kansas video from last year, when he thought he didn't hit that big buck well, you should have saw him today when we were checking cards. He sat a different property on Wednesday. And I was back home telling my wife, like, what's this guy messing around for? Like, he's got 3 monster bucks on his brand new 80, and he thought it was in a different property. An 11-pointer, big, heavy 11-pointer. Showed up right in front of his tree stand. So when we were checking cards, he was he was a little perturbed, as my father would say. But it is what it is. Everybody's had that happen, right? You're not in your stand, you're at work, you got other obligations, and the big buck you're after shows up. I'm currently walking the road in front of his house,
I'm sitting in the corner of a clover field. In the front there's small pine trees. Lots of doe action. Now I'm telling you right now, I'm out to shoot a big buck. But man, it's been a while since I shot my bow at any deer. So I'm gonna take a doe tonight if I see it. We got a big wide 8 out here. He loves this camera. Got a big 11 where Darin's hunting. The evening is going to be good. I have a feeling we're gonna be sitting for a little bit before we see anything, but we're gonna see deer tonight. I believe it. That's all you can do. Keep sitting. All right, I'm out. See you in the tree.
Conditions were near perfect, and it didn't take long for the deer movement to start. I was in what Stephen Ranello calls a meat crisis, and it was an uncomfortable feeling, one that I was looking to shed. These small bucks passed the time waiting for the first set of doe backstraps to wander by. Didn't take long for my venison prayers to be answered. know many of you might be questioning why the hell shoot a doe during the rut. Well, you know how they say you should never go grocery shopping when you are hungry? This was exactly like that. I had a tag, and yes, a guy will do stupid things like this when he's not thinking straight. And sometimes, you just have to let an arrow fly.
Good news, bad news on that one. I don't know what happened. Well, I didn't hit her way back, but I definitely hit her back, and it sounded more like a pop than a crack. That little buck just went through, and she came up from behind me from the field. It was right underneath my tree stand. It was looking right at me. I just got a text from Darin that said, "If you're not standing, you should be." And literally, I heard footsteps right after that. The only good thing is that she ran back towards the road, and we don't have to hopefully trounce through here looking for a doe tonight and mess this whole thing up. Have my brother kill me. Man, you know, sometimes the shots that you have like the longest time to think of are the hardest. No, I should have just executed. That's the thing. Honestly, maybe I did. I honestly did not see her run out of that field, but when she hits that field, I can't hear her. There's some pretty good cover to it. Boy, I hope when I get out of this stand, there's a doe laying right in that field. That'd be pretty nice. Hopefully a buck comes in, lick my wounds, and keep hunting. Don't kill me, Darin. I'm sorry. She's gonna die. We're gonna find her. I just wanted to do a good track, that's all.
More does filtered in throughout the evening, and after not spotting her in the field, we let her sit overnight. It turns out she didn't go far, and Darin spotted her just off the field edge after a short morning track job.
I thought it was still good, but I heard the sound. I heard like, like thump instead of like crack. You know, you hit ribs, you can hear that crack. But then I watched the film. I was like, oh, no, I screwed up. I hit her in the guts. But I was like, if I didn't know any better, when I saw her run out here, she did the stop. Oh boy, I'm not
feeling
so
good.
Die. And did the take off, but I cannot see this way, and I can see that.
And that's where she came from.
That's where she came from. She
She's
wanted to get
go
back,
back
where she came from. Good job. Good job. I can't tell her eyes. I think she was that side.
Where? See her in there?
Yeah.
She hasn't moved yet, so.
Something got her.
Yeah. Not much.
Great shot, but
Is that
chickadees doing that?
Must be. Going after the butt. Yeah, she's been here for what?
This is a Willard volcano. I thought she was facing this way when I saw that white. I thought it was her ears. Like, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. No, that's definitely fur. First one. It is interesting, but the first one. Yeah, Chris and the property. Oh no, we gotta call it Jesse's 80 now. Well, that's now it's my stand. I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, huh. I almost told you, don't go to my stand yet. That's a nice stand, dude. Pretty easy to get to. Not like the one. Not like the one. Come out late. You know? Yeah. Not like the one I went to this morning.
The truth is, I shot this doe for this reason. I don't make it back here as much as I would like, and anytime I can feel a tag where I know my brothers, dad, and a few friends will get together to find it is one of my favorite parts about hunting.
Just flip this up here.
I can always say that I shot the first deer on Darin's property, so I've got that going for me. But little did I know that my freezer-filling doe would be a distant memory, and in just a few short days, Darin would have a chance at one of his biggest whitetails yet.
Sassy. Poor buttercup. Oh my God.